Hey, I'm Travis from JKEAA Music. I'm here with Alan, our shop coordinator.
Hello.
And today we're looking at a Gemeinhardt Artisan Pro Flute. I've got the carrying case right here. Let's just dive right in. I'm going to be talking about kind of each of the individual parts, handing them off to Alan, and then we'll get a play test after that to see how everything actually sounds. We have the case here. You can see it has the nice embossed Gemeinhardt G logo on there. They always include really nice presentation with the Gemeinhardt anti-tarnish strips, and the flute itself is secured. They do a really good job with the case molding to make sure that everything is not going to move around when the instrument's in the case. So it's nice and safe. I'm going to be going through all the parts top to bottom here. So we'll start off with the head joint. The head is what they call their NG1 solid silver head joint. Get the camera to focus here, and I'll show you that on the back. There we go. You can see NG1. And then here on the front, Gemeinhardt, made in the USA, and it even says solid silver. So even if you know nothing about it, they stamp right on there solid silver, so you know you're getting a good quality head joint. What that does with the solid silver is it helps to create a purer tone. Whenever you're having solid silver instead of silver plated, what you're doing is changing the mass of the instrument, which is going to affect the sound. Silver is going to give you a more bright, purer tone, which on flute generally you want. When we get to the body here, it's a sterling silver body, and once again, we'll bring it in. Look at the stamps. There's the actual stamp on the back of the model number. Whoop. And 925, because this flute is sterling silver body. So once again, solid silver. And it's a good high quality silver. 925, for those of you that don't know, is a quality determining that something is sterling silver, which means it's 92.5% silver, and other trace materials are in there as well. It's a pro instrument, so it comes with, you can see there, the open tone holes. That is going to make it a lot more like the old school style natural flutes, which once again didn't have keys at all. They were just open tone holes. That helps with the sound as well. It's going to get just a kind of sweeter, sweeter, more precise sound with that. And then this model also has the offset G here. They do make the models with the inline G available if that's what you prefer, but generally people prefer the offset G because the way our fingers are shaped and our hands are shaped, everything kind of curves naturally around there rather than having it further up on the instrument. Oh, almost forgot actually. It has French, the tone holes, right, or the keys themselves are French style silver plated keys, and the adjustment screws, if I can get them in here, the adjustment screws, you can see one there above the lever. They are under adjustment screws rather than on top. There's another one there. That just means that for presentation, the screws aren't on top. They're kind of hidden under, so it looks a little nicer. There's that. And then being a pro flute, it also, of course, comes with the B foot joint, the longer foot joint, instead of the standard C foot joint that you'll see on student models. Here's that. That just, that gets you one note lower, helps to expand the range of the instrument. There are some symphonic classical works that will have you playing all the way down to that low B, so it's good to be able to have that. And that's something that is only going to be on step up and pro models. That's not something that you can get with this student model for the most part. So anyway, enough of me talking about everything. Let's actually hear how it sounds. Go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, it's a nice sounding instrument. I like the fact that it's got the curvature on the lip plate.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention
Yeah.
that. You want to talk about that?
It just gives it more comfort
Okay,
for
yeah.
the lip, the embouchure, or the aperture at this point. But I always liked when they have it the curvature on the lip plate. Gives them a little bit more comfort for the playing.
Right.
It's
more
instant.
ergonomic,
Yeah,
right?
ergonomic. I do like the offset G. I have it more of an inline, but it's more comfortable. This is my preference, but it's also a nice feature, and I like the set of the open tone holes because it gives a nice rich sound, like your fingertips feel like
Right.
addition to the pads.
Yeah. And I think that's a benefit to open tone holes for those of you that don't know, is that when you're blowing through the instrument, when you blow over the top of the lip plate there, what you're doing is splitting the air. Some of it's going forward, and some of it's splitting into the instrument, and that's what's actually creating the sound. And as that's spinning through the instrument, it's coming in contact with all the surfaces in the instrument, including, in the case of an open hole design, your fingertips, which are going to produce, like Alan was saying, a much richer tone compared to just straight like flat pads that you would find on student and some intermediate models.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Anything else you really?
Yeah, I like the sound of it. It's really nice and
it's
nice,
bright but sweet.
Yeah. Really centered. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So and like you were saying, like I was saying before, it's got the offset G. They have the inline G available as well, which other than the inline G, it's the same exact instrument. You still have your solid silver head joint, your sterling silver body, your B foot joint, your open tone holes, the under adjusting screws. I believe they have some models with top adjusting screws as well. But all in all, it's a really solid flute. It's a great instrument for those looking to really step up their sound, get something a little more precise in terms of what they're looking for, and it fits great in any concert band, orchestra, symphonic band. The only kind of stipulation of that I would say maybe not the greatest fit for is for someone who's new to the instrument, just because the design of the open tone holes is a little bit harder to navigate and really kind of master compared to just having the keys, standard keys like on a student flute that are sealed. And the reason for that is 100% just due to finger placement. It really matters if, on an open hole design where your fingers are. If it's not 100% covering that open hole, then you're going to get sound leaking out of there, and it's the same effect as if the pad wasn't sealing on a student flute and you have a leak coming out of there, and you're basically not getting, you'll get an airiness to the sound or you won't get any sound. Right.
I agree.
So if you're a student, or maybe your child is a student looking for a flute, this might not be the best pick just because of the open hole design. But other than that, if you're comfortable with an open hole already, or you're willing to learn that system, and it's not even really a system, it's just the placement of the fingertips. But if you're willing to, if you know that, or you're willing to learn that, then this is actually a really great instrument for you. So any last thoughts on that?
No, if they can also cork the holes. If
I totally forgot.
As well.
So this instrument, while you're, if you're one of those folks who's learning how to use the open hole design, they come with these little, see if I can get them, just the one. These little sometimes sometimes cork, but they're just these little fillers. And it comes with one for each of the open hole keys, which there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
So it'll come with 5 of those fillers for the open hole keys, so that while you're learning how to use that system or the open hole design, if you get one finger placement down, you're not having an issue. Like these
wherever you want to start.
Well, usually the upper keys are a little bit easier. it's generally kind of harder to get the ring finger in line than like the index finger, just because generally we have better control over index fingers.
Right.
But when you get one finger down and it's not an issue anymore, then you can just, pop that little insert out, and then you'll get all those benefits of having the open hole design. So that's also, generally they will sell them with all of those in there. Well, most brands will sell them with them in there. Gemeinhardt is one of them, where all of their open hole flutes come with the inserts, so that just in case you need them or want them, that they're there for you.
Yeah.
But hopefully you enjoyed this video, found it informative. Of course, if you have any questions, you want to know more about this, feel free to leave a comment or let us know. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, check out our website, all that good stuff to kind of keep up with the latest and greatest news from JKEAA Music. Other than that, thank you again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.